Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Urdu Seekhiye. This is the first lesson in our set of lessons dedicated to the Urdu alphabet. In this lesson, we'll focus on the order and the pronunciation of each letter. In the next lesson, we'll discuss how each letter is written and some words that begin with each of them. It'll give you an idea of the different sounds that each letter can produce. So if you want to focus on pronunciation, which I think is key to communicating effectively in any language, spend some time on this lesson and the next few lessons that follow. I want to start off by pointing out this awesome feature of the YouTube player. It's the ability to change the playback speed. So if you think that I'm speaking way too fast, you can go ahead and slow the video down.
Welcome to Urdu Seekhiye. Thank you so much.
Or vice versa. If you think I'm speaking too slow, then you can speed it up.
Urdu Seekhiye. I hope to learn and in turn teach the 4 skills within
So I recommend you mess with it at whichever speed allows for the best comprehension. Also, along the top, if you notice, I've put an arrow underneath the letter that's being discussed. So let's say that, you're at the middle of the alphabet and you want to go to a specific letter, vowel, for example. Then you would just move the playhead until the arrow was pointing to vowel. I understand that this is an incredibly long video, so I recommend that you watch it in pieces and you return to it again and again. So maybe, day 1 you'd take 5 letters or 7 letters. Day 2, the next 7, and so on. Because this is a lot of information and repetition is key. So if you really prefer that I break it down for you, let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, I advise that you keep coming back to it. Repetition is key, and again, pronunciation is key. So, stick with it.
With that, let's dive in. The first letter is Alif. Alif. It's almost like a lift, except just drop the T. Alif. A-L-Lif. Alif. Next we have Be. Be. As I was looking for words in which this sound occurs, I could only think of beowulf or basin. So it's not bay as in eBay, it's be. Be. Then we have be. Be. I couldn't find a word with this exact sound in it, but I'll tell you what it isn't. It's not pay. It's be. Be. Then there's te. Te. So you shouldn't just say te, because it's te. Te. Te is made by taking the front part of your tongue and laying it along the back part, basically behind the set of your top teeth. Te. With the next letter, it becomes even more important that you say te correctly, because now we have te. Te. To make this sound, you're going to take the tip of your tongue and touch it to the center of the roof of your mouth. So listen to the difference between te and te. 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 Hopefully you can hear the difference. Practice it a few times if it's not coming easily. Next, we've got se. Se. So it's not say, it's se. Se. Then we've got jeem. Jeem. It's like saying the letter G and then ending with m. Jeem. 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 Moving on. Next, we've got che. Che. Start with your jaw shut. And I'm starting with the tip of my tongue placed on the roof of my mouth, close to the top set of teeth. So not directly behind it, but close to it. Then the tongue very quickly moves away to make the che sound. Che. Che. Next is he. He. So it's not hey, it's badi hai, badi, 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 badi hai, badi hai. And this letter is called badi hai. Badi means big. So this is badi hai, and later we'll see choti hai. And choti means small. Badi hai, choti hai. Then we've got khe. Khe. So it's same as he, but the sound is being produced in the throat. And if I think about how it's being produced, I guess you just have to act like there's something stuck in your throat and you're trying to get it out. So it's and then there's the he sound. So it's he, he, he. Next is dal. Dal. So the tongue is placed in the same starting position as the letter te. You're going to take the front part of your tongue and lay it along behind the set of your top teeth. And the end position of the tongue in dal is going to be you placing the tip of the tongue behind the top set of teeth. Dal, d, dal, dal. Now, a slightly harder D. Not in difficulty level, just in the way it sounds. It's a harsher D. So it's going to be dal. Dal. So the beginning position of the tongue is you taking the tip of the tongue and placing it at the center of the roof of the mouth. But the end position is the same as dal. So listen to the difference. D, 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 dal, 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 dal. D, d, dal. D, d, dal. Moving on. Like dal, the next letter is zal. 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 Z, z, zal. Then it gets even more interesting. We've got re. Re. So there is a bit of a rolling R there. I did find a video in which the tutor uses the word 3 to help you achieve that R sound. It's definitely not the same sound, but it does help with producing that rolling sound. I'll provide the link to that in the description. So I'm placing the tip of my tongue behind my top set of teeth, but leaving a little bit of space to produce that re sound. Re, re, re. So we just did re. Now we have re, re. This is a harder R sound. It almost sounds like a D sound. Re. re. It is made by placing the tip of the tongue at the center of the roof of your mouth. Notice how many letters begin with the tongue in this exact position. They're all the hard letters. Te, dal, re. So get familiar with placing your tongue in this position. Re, re, re. All right, the next two aren't as tricky. We've got ze, ze, z, z, ze. Then je, je, j, j, je, j, je. Next, we've got seen, seen. It's like the word seen in English. I had seen her last night. Seen, seen. Then comes my favorite letter, if I had to pick one. It's sheen. Sheen. It's like Charlie's last name, Charlie Sheen. But it's my favorite because it's what my name starts with. Sheen. Sheen. Then we have swad, 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 and zwad. Zwad. Swad, zwad. Z, zwad, zwad. Swad, zwad. I'm not going to go into the mouth movement, but if you're struggling with any of the letters and want more guidance, let us know. So now we're at toy. Toy. Just like te, toy is made by placing the front part of your tongue and laying it right along the back part of your top set of teeth. So it's
toy, toy.
And next we've got zoy.
Zoy, zoy,
Toy, zoy.
toy, zoy.
The next two letters are a bit tricky, even for me. So it's ein, ein,
An,
and then it's rein. Rein is going to be produced in the throat. What will help is to restrict the airflow. So it's going to be rein. Rein. I'm not fully convinced that I'm pronouncing it correctly, so I'm going to go ahead and refer to two different websites. The first one's called Darwaza, which means door. So it's a door into Urdu. And the other one's called Amozesh. Both of these are excellent resources, and I'll link to them in the description.
An, rein, rein, an, rein,
an, an, ren, ren, an, ren.
All right, moving on. Something a lot less difficult. Our next letter is fe. Fe. Fe.
Fe.
Then we have a slightly more difficult letter. It's called qaf.
Qaf. Qa. Qa. Qaf. Qaf.
And I believe this sound is made by touching the back of your tongue against the uvula. That's that dangly thing at the back of your throat. So it's qaf. Qaf. And next we have qaf. Qaf. So it's similar to qaf, except it's not throatal. So qaf, qaf.
Qaf. Qaf. Qaf.
I hope you can hear the difference. All right, then there's gaf. Gaf. And it's not throatal at all. It's like guard or garden.
Qaf. Gaf. Qaf. Gaf.
So I'm going to say the previous three in order. So it's going to be qaf, gaf, gaf. Qaf, gaf, gaf. Then we have lam, lam,
Lam. Lam.
Moving on, we've got meme. So it's like the viral memes that sometimes can make us laugh. So it's
Meme. Meme.
next we have noon. It's incredibly close, if not exactly the same, as noon in afternoon.
Noon.
So the next letter is also a noon, but without the dot. So this is called noon gunna. Noon gunna.
Noon. Gunna. Noon. Gunna.
Next we have vow. Vow. So the W's and the V's are something we South Asians, let me just speak for myself, I've had issues with. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is like the wedding vows that we have, right? Vow. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what this letter is. Vow.
Vow.
All right. After vow, we've got choti hai. So earlier we had badi hai. Here is our choti hai.
Choti hai. Choti hai.
All right, moving right along. So this is called do chashmi hai. Do chashmi hai. Do chashmi hai.
Do chashmi hai. Do chashmi hai. Do chashmi hai.
Then we have Hamza. And Hamza is actually a popular name among South Asians too. So it's Hamza.
Hamza. Hamza.
Then we've got choti ye. Remember, choti means small. So it's
Choti ye. Choti. Choti ye.
and then the final letter is badi ye. Badi ye.
Badi ye. Badi. 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 Badi ye.
Choti ye. Badi ye. Choti ye. Badi ye. All right, there you have it, folks. The letters of the Urdu alphabet. I'd advise that you go over this lesson a few times. Then take a shot at our quiz to see how well you know the names of the letters. Shukriya for tuning in. We'll meet again during our next lesson, where we go deeper into each letter and the sounds that they produce. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.